So I just got and read Jar Jar #1, and this is a brand new comic, just came out, just dropped a couple days ago. This is about Jar Jar Binks, of course, its first comic book debut. So, as promised, I'm going to review it. We're going to point out the good, the bad, and some surprising things that I found in this comic. I was actually pretty shocked. Let's get right into it. Hey, welcome back to the Nightmare. I'm the Lore Knight, your host, galactic storyteller, artist, and seeker of the lore. Alongside me is SQR3. How's it going? All right, you ready to read this Jar Jar comic? So, so it revolves around Jar Jar Binks, that clumsy Gungan from Naboo, kind of stumbled his way through the Phantom Menace. He teams up with Kelleran Beq, actual Jedi Master, also, of course, obviously played by Ahmed Best, who played Jar Jar Binks through the Phantom Menace. And that's exactly what happens in this new one-shot comic. So as you remember from the prequels, Jar Jar is the one who gave Chancellor Palpatine emergency powers to basically take over the Republic, and that move basically set up the Empire. So that's why a lot of people think he's Darth Jar Jar, but anyway, no confirmation of that in this book. So this comic really kind of revolves around Jar Jar's regret from that decision, which, he's kind of told in this book that, his decision to give those emergency powers to Palpatine kind of caused suffering to other people. So yeah, he goes into that regretful decision, and it's kind of a redeeming moment for Jar Jar. Now, he's still a goofball, which is something that I like, and I was a little bit worried about going into this book. I was afraid that they were gonna just like make him super serious or super cool or something like John Wick. Some people, I don't know, but yeah, they kept him kind of like the same Jar Jar as we know, but he's making up for that mistake with the help of Kelleran Beq. Now, Kelleran Beq, he was in Mandalorian season 3. Okay, he's that Jedi who saves Grogu during Order 66 at the Jedi Temple. So there are a couple great shots in this book of them together, that they had to get them together, shaking hands or whatever they did. But Beq is like super skilled with lightsabers. He uses different forms from what I can see. So in canon, he's got like kind of a calm, heroic feeling to him. Not that much different from Obi-Wan Kenobi. But Mandalorian, he wielded 2 lightsabers, but in this one, he just has one green lightsaber. He's just a regular Jedi out there doing Jedi stuff. So Jar Jar actually gets called there by Kelleran Beq to check out kind of like unfair labor practices. Like, yes, that's the best way to put it. He's kind of doing the job of like inspecting around the galaxy to see injustices, which, that's what Jedi did before all these big wars. I mean, I don't know why he's not helping out with, the separatists, but that's what he was doing. So obviously it's set during the Clone Wars. So Jar Jar is sent to this planet called Urubai. It's a remote, harsh world where locals, these people called the Unseen, are slaving away, mining Coaxium, if you remember that mineral from Solo, a Star Wars story. Coaxium's kind of the thing that makes hyperspace possible, and it's very rare. So they're slaving away. Kelleran Beq kind of shows Jar Jar, everything that's going on, all these injustices. And he's like, there's supposed to be laws against this. What's going on? Well, you gave emergency powers to Palpatine, so that's why this is happening. Coaxium's super volatile and explosive, powers hyperspace jumps, obviously. And yeah, so it's all about the forced labor for the Republic's war machine. So as you can see, the Republic kind of turning into the Empire. They're awful conditions. They're kind of being torn. I really liked, backing up a minute, I really liked at the beginning how Jar Jar kind of like trusted this dude, this random like guy that, like, if you look at him, he looks like a bat. He's got an eye patch on, and he's like, yeah, I can help you find where you need to go. And Jar Jar's like, oh, thank you. It was kind of that Jar Jar charm. So yeah, they were kind of getting into the real world issues, I guess labor laws. Jar Jar gets waylaid by some local thug, and then Kelleran Beq comes to save him. That same thug with the eye patch. Turns out that, yeah, he brought Jar Jar there as a fake call in order to investigate the slave labor mess on this Republic world. And then we get introduced to a local mechanic or mechanic, I guess it is now. Ever since the Acolyte, her name is Mira. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but she's basically setting up a super secret secure radio frequency that could change comms forever. And they want to keep that a secret, obviously, from both sides. I'm not sure how they're going to use that in the future. So this draws a couple bounty hunters, one that I haven't seen for a while, Aurra Singh, which was cool to see her again. Do you remember her from Phantom Menace? She was the white-skinned, red jumpsuit, really tall girl. She was also in the Clone Wars too. And then we got Sleg. What a name for a bounty hunter, Sleg. He's a real deep cut character who actually had a background in the Phantom Menace on Tatooine. He's got like a cool skull on his strip. It's pretty neat. So then the action ramps up. We get pursuits, confrontations. Jar Jar is piloting a ship in the most Jar Jar way possible. And what could that be? Of course, with his tongue. So yeah, that's kind of a goofy moment. But again, every time I see Jar Jar do something, like pilot a ship. Oh wait, that's actually said later in the book. Like, how did you get away from these bounty hunters? He's using his tongue. Dude, there's more to Jar. I still think there's got to be some kind of dark Jar Jar hidden in there somewhere, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, it's not like over the top, like humor or anything like that, but it still does like capture the essence of Jar Jar and who he was. I think it actually probably does a better job. Jar Jar was kind of boring in Attack of the Clones. You know what I mean? I don't know. He was like too mature. I understand that there was a long time in between those films, but still, it wasn't Jar Jar. But I think they really did nail him in this book. So Beq's out there deflecting bolts. He force pushes Aurra Singh into a wall. So really, without giving too much away, kind of a light spoiler here, but Mira's last name is Bridger. So if you're a Rebels fan, you might want to check this out. This might be adding some more lore. Yeah, so she's Ezra's mom from Rebels. So if you want to see Ezra's mom on adventures, check this book out. I feel like they might be able to bring her back later on. That was kind of the thing that shocked me the most in this book, was kind of them weaving it all in. I thought it was just going to be a one-shot, but they're really weaving it into everything going on right now. So it's kind of cool. It's tying the Phantom Menace to Rebels to the Mandalorian, which is a good thing in my book. So this comic was co-written by Ahmed with Marc Guggenheim. It's bringing that kind of authentic voice he played in the Phantom Menace. Art by Kieran McKeown. So Lauren Braga is the penciler, I believe. I have to look at it. But the art was great. The art was surprisingly good for this book. I felt like they really did put a lot into the art. So it was an enjoyable read. It had a good pace. It kept me entertained, which, yeah, I was happy about that because I've been reading some comics lately that haven't been doing that for me. So yeah, I mean, it's a good book. If you're a Star Wars fan and you're kind of interested how they are going to redeem Jar Jar, I would definitely give it a read. And it definitely sets up some more team ups. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you read it, if you're gonna read it, let me know what you thought about it. Come on back here, and I'm definitely interested in what you think about this. I think it's a better ending for Jar Jar than just having him be like a clown on Coruscant. You know what I mean? So, or a clown on Naboo. Where was he a clown? Let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Got some more videos coming up this week. So, reviews. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe. And I will see you next time.